Toy Story is one of the most popular brands or themes of all time, and they continue to release new sets here with Lego. And I was a pretty big fan of Toy Story growing up, so today we're going to take a quick look at set number 43264. This is the Toy Story Celebration Train and RC car, containing 206 pieces. It is a 4+ set, meaning everything in this set is printed, and it comes with some really nice minifigures. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to do a quick time-lapse speed build of this set, and I'll give you my thoughts on the build process of it and the set overall. The back of the box shows just some details of what is all included, kind of set up really nicely. It's like a learn to build set. I'll show you what that means in just a second. You can see it comes with the minifigures and these little train cars, if you will, that kind of go with another set that came out in the past, which we'll take a look at as well. But let's go ahead and crack this thing open and get started. As we get started with the build process, we start by cutting open the box. Inside you will find plastic bags still, of course. There are 4 individually numbered plastic bags, 3 extra train pieces, and the instruction manuals inside this brown bag. The set does come with 4 different instruction manuals, but then it shows you how to build by showing the hands, how to pick the pieces, and then how to put them together easily. Each individual instruction manual builds a different part of the train. So the first one you start with, of course, is Jessie and the train cab. Then you build Buzz, and then you build Bo Peep there, and then you build RC. So you could build this as a family or a group if you wanted to. Of course, this is a 4+ set, so it goes together very quickly, but I really enjoyed how fluid and easy this build was to put everything together, and it made for a very enjoyable building experience. Okay, and here's the Toy Story Celebration Train and RC car. So I think this is a nice looking set. Of course, again, it was like a 4+ style build, so it went together quite quickly, and I'm sure anyone, especially younger builders, could handle this set as it's pretty straightforward. But looking at each individual car real quick, we've got the front train, which features Jessie. We've got Buzz Lightyear that features like his spaceship. We've got Bo Peep and her lamp and sheep, and then we've got like a separate thing. It's not part of the actual train, which is RC over here that Woody is riding. On each of them, or most of them, there is a little army guy kind of sprinkled throughout. You can kind of see 2 of them right up here. I'm sure you could put one on Buzz if you wanted to, but I think it's really fun that they kind of integrated that throughout. Of course, they can disconnect from one another if you want. So just looking at the train here, you can see it uses like the standard wheels we've gotten a number of times on these type of sets here, but you know, nothing too exciting on this one, no prints or anything like we've gotten on some of the other ones. Of course, we'll take a closer look at the minifigures in just a moment though. I think Buzz's car is actually quite fun because it features his spaceship, which is just kind of placed on this block here. It's not actually attached via studs, so you could take this out, have him just kind of lay down if you wanted to, or have his ship like that. So I think that's pretty fun. But of course, the Space Ranger logo there is printed, which looks really nice. And of course, we've got Bo Peep over here. She's like on a seesaw or something. Not sure what that's about, but it adds a little bit of movement to the set, which is fun. Some nice flower details at the bottom. We've got her sheep on this little rounded piece over here. So we've got Billy, Goat, and Gruff, of course. There is the lamp behind her. I wish the lamp had some printing on it. Again, it is a 4+ set, so they could have gone the extra mile and done that, and I think that would have made it a near perfect set, but I think it's fine without it. But they've got the whole crew right there. And of course, we've got RC over here as well, looking pretty good. This is a nice printed piece there with like the black and the sides. On the back, he does have a rocket, which you can just kind of stow there or attach to Buzz, which I'll show you in just a second. He looks a little silly because it uses like the 4+ tires, but it gets the job done. I think they did a good job recreating RC there and having Woody ride on it, but it's fun to see all of them together like this. So with Buzz, you can just kind of fold down his little case there and take him out is the easiest way to do that. And then if you wanted to, you can just take off his wings. Maybe that's the reason they did it that way. You can detach this from RC And then all of a sudden, you've got Buzz with the rockets on there. Then you could just put him on RC like that, like they do in the movie here, and kind of recreate that scene, which I think is really fun to have and recreate. But let's go ahead and take a look at those minifigures. Some Toy Story classics. We've got Jessie, Buzz, Bo Peep, and Woody. All of them are fairly detailed for what it is. I think Jessie and Buzz are great, but we'll take a quick look at all of them individually and show some of the features of them. So here is Jessie. She does have some nice leg printing with like the cow print and some toe printing, which is nice. No printing on the arms or anything, but you can see she does come with this hat hair combo. This is a bow that is removable on there, but you can just take this whole thing off. She does also come with a reversible face and of course has her pull string. Next up, of course, is Buzz Lightyear, Space Ranger. He is an interesting piece. It seems updated from the previous version we got from him in like the CMF, I believe it was, or something similar. Comes with the head, of course, this little part here, I don't even know what to describe it, is kind of chest plate, but the wings are removable now. It's now its own separate piece, so you could have them, I guess, without that, I think is the idea, so you can kind of have them there. He does also not come with like a helmet visor thing as well, but some nice printing on the legs. Just for comparison, here is the other one that we have there. You can see that's like a whole bigger piece there, but then also comes with that visor piece, which I think could be put on here, but I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it could be. But the biggest improvement, I think they've gone a lighter purple there in order to have his face show better, because when you print on dark colors like this dark purple, it just doesn't come out as well. So Buzz looks a lot better in this one. Next up, we've got Bo Peep. She's got her shepherd's hook there as well. She uses like the queen skirt piece, I think that you've seen a few times now, that kind of just looks like this, which for it being Toy Story 1-ish, I think checks out there, so that's fine. She also does have dual molded arms, which is nice. Comes with this really nice hat piece for her, and of course she does have a reversible face as well, but looks really nice. And of course, we've got the rootinest, tootinest cowboy, Woody. Looks pretty good in this set. No arm printing or leg printing, but it gets the job done. Uses kind of the newish hat mold they've been using for him that has like the hair hat combo. He does have his pull string on the back there, and he does have a reversible face, but all of them are pretty nicely detailed for what this set is. And here's just the leftover pieces on this set. But before this one came out, there was another train a year or so ago. This was the Disney Celebration train, which I'll kind of roll out here. You can see this one has 4 cars, and then Minnie Mouse just kind of on her own, which I, at the time, complained about. I'll link that video here. But you can see this one comes with 3 cars plus RC, but the interesting thing is this one also came with a Sheriff Woody. You can see over here, like on this turntable. I'll bring it a little bit closer so you can see it here. But he actually comes with dual molded legs, which this one doesn't. So I think the prints are the same. Yeah, it looks like it. But he comes with the dual molded legs. So I'm not sure what's going on there, why they didn't include dual molded legs on the new set, but that's a little disappointing, as this other one did come with a number of dual molded legs, I believe with Moana and Tinkerbell and Woody, and then some nice printed pieces kind of throughout. A little disappointing there, so definitely not a great set, but now you could definitely link up both of these trains if you wanted to. I think the Mickey engine is basically the same build, looks like, other than a few different colors here and there. This one's a little higher and includes like that nice printed brick in the middle. I wish they would have done, or put Toy Story or something like that in this set to make it just a little bit better. So that's a little disappointing, but overall I think it looks pretty good. But now you can really have a full train going if you wanted to. Alright, so final thoughts on this Toy Story set. It's pretty great. It's definitely lacking in a few features for more experienced builders, but for younger builders, this is a great set that comes with some iconic minifigures, I think, that would be fun for play, like Woody and Buzz, Jessie, Bo Peep. So you could do all kinds of adventures with them and swap things around or add on to the train. I just think it would be a lot of fun to do something like that, again, especially for younger builders. I bought this on sale, so definitely look for it this kind of holiday season on sale, because I don't think it was worth the actual MSRP price, but getting it on sale I think is worth it to get these figures here. So make sure you leave a comment down below what you think of the Toy Story train and RC car. But leave a like on the way out. Subscribe to Old Man Bricks for even more LEGO reviews and city updates and other shopping deals coming your way. And until next time, thanks for coming on by today. Have a good one.